Hey, Inspired Tribe, how's it going? Welcome to the Inspired Livestream. My name is Jean Nolan. This wonderful, beautiful lady here
Oh my lord.
is my wife, Kristin Nolan.
Welcome everyone.
If you can't tell, I'm absolutely 100% prime time in love with her. And Inspired Tribe, we are excited that you're here. Thank you so much for joining us today. We are healthy, we're wealthy, we're whole, we're free. We're healthy, we're wealthy, we're whole, we're free. Please remember that.
Please hit the like button.
Yes, please hit the like button too. It is Thursday, March 10th, 2022. And it's a beautiful day. But here's the thing. Some days I'm going to get into this today. Some days I wake up and I think to myself, what was I thinking? What was I thinking? And I'm not talking about, last night going out and getting drunk, because I don't do that. I'll tell you what that really means. Let me just welcome you here in our live chat, everyone who tuned in today. It's going to get a little weird. It's going to get a little weird. So if you don't want to get weird today, if you don't want to get out there today, you might log off now. All right. Hey, Miss Patty, how's it going? Arsenal, how's it going? Good to see you, Dan. Then we have Evie. We have Ken. Good to see you. Emma, good to see you, my friend. We have Lee, Christian, Carolyn, Brenda. Who else is here? Irina is here. Good to see you. Black Sky, Natalie. Then we have Joseph. Then we have Morgan Blue. Good to see you. So wonderful to see you all. The Graham, Debbie. Jeanette is here. Sandy, beautiful. Tomislav is here. Miss Maggie. Then we have Elizabeth, Philip, Kathy. Thank you all for tuning in. Also, just one thing I wanted to let you know. You are welcome to share these live streams with your friends and family. Say, hey, you might want to tune in today. This happened. Actually, sometimes we get 3 generations of family members, right? This is pretty exciting. But let's dive into today's topic together. Kristin and I, we have kind of it's a running joke, but really it isn't a joke. But there are times when we wake up and we feel the energy of the world and see what's going on. And I think to myself, what the hell was I thinking coming here? What was I thinking? And then I remind myself, because I remember exactly what I was thinking before I incarnated. I was looking, soul out in space, but not space as in, outer space, but in all that is. I was in that beautiful space and looking at this beautiful earth and thinking, we can fix this. We got this. We'll get it done in no time. Because there is no time where I was. And I forgot what time felt like. So now I'm here and I mean, what the hell was I thinking? But I know it's just a little moment of not frustration, really. It's just a damn, this is taking all so long. But I want to give you a perspective, because I know many of you, just like us, human nature, we get impatient, we get frustrated, we look at the world, we listen to people, and we go, oh my goodness, how can you not see this? How can you not realize what is really going on? But this frustration doesn't really help us, does it, right? So how can we look at these things and find a window of perspective that actually empowers us? And this is really just realizing what is true and what is really happening. And it's going to get a little weird because, see, there isn't one reality that is fixed, or one reality, one dimension that is fixed, and that, it's just one thing. Especially at the time that we're in now, you, me, we're all reality surfing. We're dimension surfing. I mean, we're even time surfing, but let's not go there for a moment. We're dimension reality surfing. And what that means is, when bigger vibrational shifts happen, at some point, we're neither here nor there. We're in the between realm. And so we move back and forth between experiencing a reality and then moving into a new reality that really doesn't have that much in common with the old reality anymore. And we're in these in between phases, and we have been for a while now. And it can feel tiring because you're feeling the shift. You're feeling, hey, things are really changing. We have really done great work. We've really changed a lot. And then at the same time, there's this dense physical 3D reality that just kicks in and says, gas prices are up, wars are being fought, people are stupid, excuse me, these things. And then you just go, what was I thinking? What was I even thinking? I had it so good. I was everything in everywhere. And now here I am in this physical body dealing with this thing, with these things here. But this is just a short moment in human nature, whereas my soul tells me, right path, right everything, keep going, this is important. And so I just want to encourage you to take into account that we are not in one fixed reality. We're not in one fixed dimension. We're actually dimension surfing. And this is why we have these sometimes back and forth experiences. And that there are really two main things that we should all um, encompass, really. We should all embody, really. That is the basic spiritual principles that we've been talking about so much over the past 2 years in all the live streams. Please feel free to go back. Really, the most, and when I say spiritual principles, it's everything that is implemented practically. Everything needs to be practical spirituality. If it isn't applied or can't be applied, it doesn't serve you or anyone else. And the second thing, aside from the spiritual foundation, the moral compass also, is that we can continue to take inspired action. And this is something that some of you I know struggle with. Some of you struggle with the concept that it requires action for anything, because you have studied the spiritual principles and you said it's all vibration, it's all attraction, so there's nothing for me to do. Well, I can tell you one thing. If you become really excited about something, and whatever your vision is, whatever that is, if you become really excited about it, whether that's helping people, whether that's painting, whether that's composing music, whether that's picking up garbage. I actually, one of our original tribe members, and she's been to the Yada retreat last year. She got one day, absolutely kind of out of the blue, absolutely inspired to begin cleaning up her neighborhood. She noticed there was a lot of garbage, on the side of the roads, and she just began getting out there and picking stuff up and cleaning things up. And it had turned into something where she began, well, when she was done with her neighborhood, she went on to other neighborhoods. Then she did parking lots. Then she did her place of work. And people began to notice, and things began to get more beautiful. And she just said, it fulfills me to follow this vision. I'm not doing it for recognition. I'm not doing it for money because I'm not getting paid. I'm just doing it because I want to, because I desire to. And when you have a vision and it feels really beautiful in your heart, you don't have to have anyone confirm this for you. You don't have to get permission from the outside world who says, yeah, this is a valid vision. No, this is your purpose and you got to follow it for as long as you need to. And here's the second part of this. This is where the inspired action part comes in. There is something miraculous that happens when you keep following the path of inspired action, when you keep showing up every day, and when you become strong enough to overcome the days where you don't want to because the laziness, the old thing kicks in and you go, no, I'm still going to show up. I'm not going to force it, but I'm still going to show up. And this showing up, if you do it consistently, it changes you internally. It changes your whole fabric, if you will. It changes the fabric of your belief systems, and you will begin to reap the fruits. But you have to continue showing up, and not showing up in a way where you constantly manipulate physical reality, in a way where you show up as an intention. Today, what's here? What did the creator put in front of me today? Okay, I'm going to do this today. I'm going to show up for this today. There's something to be said for consistency. And in all spiritual practices, and this is where this all ties in, because all spiritual practices require your consistency. If you show up for a meditation once a month, nothing's going to change. Your internal state's not going to change. Your connection's not going to change. Your successes in life will not change. But if you actually show up consistently, things will begin to change. And so this consistency is very important. It is especially important now as the events are unfolding on the outside, as the world's going batshit crazy, as you know, we're bombarded with a new campaign, all this crap. It's really important for you to be internally consistent. It's important to show up for yourself. It's also important to remember that this mission that we're all on, it's not gauge. You can't gauge it by looking at the physical surroundings, by looking at what's going on in the world. That's not how this is measured. This is happening on a non-physical, on a non-visual realm. This is happening in the spiritual realm. And what we accomplish in that realm must manifest in the physical realm. So if people say, you know, we can't change bombs and tanks and all these things, yes, we can. As a matter of fact, we can. We can deactivate these things. We can transmute these things. We have all these capabilities. And this sounds crazy, but it really, really isn't. That's how really all conflict has been stopped in the past. So, but what this constant bombardment is doing is trying to keep you from that. It's trying to keep you from that power. And so if you can, go into that bird's eye view. Remind yourself what it was like as a soul before you came into this physical body, and just go, what was I thinking as a soul? What was my intention before coming here? In the big scheme of things, because as a soul, in all that is, connected to all that is, you're not sweating the small stuff. Small stuff doesn't bother you, see? You're looking at big picture. You're looking at big purpose. You're looking at, and you can put yourself in that state. And it doesn't just give you peace of mind and peace of heart. What it reminds you of the mission statement that you had, because we all have a mission statement when we come here. It's not that we plan our lives out down to the minutest detail. What we do is we come to experience something, to contribute in some way, to do something, and to heal in some way. And so that's what we do, right? You can call it the karmic cycle, whatever you want to call it, but you co-create these things. And so you can remind yourself of what that is. And we do it constantly. I mean, we have a running joke where Christine always says, actually, we were done with this earth thing. You know, she says, I was done with this earth thing. You know, I've been there, done that many, many times. I was just about floating. And she always says that I talked her into it. I said, let's do one more round. Let's go. We can do this. We can fix this. Come on, we can help fix this. And she said I talked her into it. I said, that's not how souls work. That's not, you can't talk us. But she, you know, that's her story and she's sticking to it.
Because it's true.
So she says, I talked her into coming back to Earth and doing what we're doing. But the thing is, we are doing what we're doing. We're going to continue to do what we're doing. We're going to go all the way. Okay. That's what we were thinking before we came here. We're going to go all the way and we're not going to stop before this prison planet energy is lifted, before we're all collectively, this planet Earth, our beautiful mother, is liberated. We're just not going to stop, and nothing will stop us. You see? And that's how you get through the frustrating moments, by reminding yourself of your mission statement. And when you are in the spirit of your mission statement, you can get there. You can feel yourself into it. You can meditate yourself into it. When you're in that mission statement, as soon as you open your eyes, put pen to paper and write it down. That's my mission statement. That's what I'm here for. Put it somewhere where you can see it. Remind yourself, because your human mind, your ego, and all the noise of the world is going to make you forget it. It's going to tell you it's not important. It's going to tell you should put it on a back burner. No more back burners. You put it right in front of you. Live your mission statement. Your soul knows it. It came here for that reason. It incarnated. It picked the best possible circumstances for you. Now, this might sound painful, because if you're born into an abusive family, or if you're born into a poor environment, or if you're born into a country that's at war, then you can say, well, how can that be the best circumstance for me to fulfill my mission statement? You got to trust that it is. You got to trust that these things are chosen by all of us, that we choose these things, and that we choose what family we're going to incarnate to, and that we choose the moment that we're going to do this. So the mission statement is very important. And then you got to show up every day. And I encourage you, this is a time that's testing humanity. Once again, it's testing our energy, it's testing our focus, it's testing our determination, conviction, it's testing our backbone, it's testing all of these things. And so you got to show up for that. You got to go beyond this human nature thing and come from a soul standpoint, from a spirit standpoint, approach it that way, and overcome these moments of what the fuck was I thinking before I came here. It's okay. We all have these moments. And then step beyond it, because this is the kind of army, if you want a spiritual army, a angel army, that cannot be defeated with physical weapons. It cannot be defeated with guns. It cannot be defeated with bombs. It cannot be defeated with any of those things. This goes beyond it. This is stronger than that. And this is where we are individually and collectively. So it's really important that we go into this mission statement energy, and that we remind ourselves of the spiritual principles to live by, that we remind ourselves that exactly what we put out comes back to us, exactly that. And so when we are dishonest, dishonesty is going to be with us. If we are unfaithful, then that's going to be what we experience. If we're violent, then that's going to be what we experience. So it's really, really important that we remind ourselves of the spiritual principles and live by them. And then to remember the interdimensionality of our experience. We're interdimensional beings. We don't always recognize this because we have a physical body that has perceived boundaries. And so we tend to think, this is my body, this is me, this is my reality. When really, so many of you, I know this, are having very profound dream experiences. Well, what are dream experiences then? What is your spirit doing while you're sleeping and dreaming? How come that you have all these amazing journeys or premonitions or things? You see, there's such an interdimensionality to our experience that it can happen that someone will email you that you've never known before or heard of before in this life, and they'll tell you, hey, I had a dream, and you were in my dream, and you were showing me something, and while you're reading it, you say to yourself, yeah, I know, I was there. These things are happening. People are connecting on all kinds of levels right now. Don't underestimate this. Your greater power is actually in that realm than it is in the physical realm. And so you might be actually doing really powerful work while you sleep and not realize it. Going out into the spirit realm, sometimes fighting the battles, whatever that is. But I'm just telling you, it's happening. It's happening to so many of you. And we should just acknowledge that we're so much more than meets the eye and meets the ear and meets the physical perception. It's so deep. It's so deep. And that's what we're doing every day in every way. That's what I wanted to share with you today. That's really the core of the message here, that when you have these moments of what was I thinking? Why did I come here? Why am I on Earth? I should be leaving there. Where's the vacation planet? I want to go to the vacation planet. Well, this is the potential planet, so we can fulfill all this around here, and it gets sometimes dense and heavy for all of us. We are no exception to that. Inspired Tribe. If you ever thought that it's all fine and dandy, hunky dory, and always just sunshine and rainbows around here, it isn't. We have our heavy and denser moments, and we go. Wake up, people. We have all these. My wife's looking at me. She's like, he gone crazy.
I did not say a word.
You didn't. I just heard you. I also wanted to share this is the last live stream for the week, and I'm pretty sure it's not going to be the last live stream or video. I'm pretty sure that there's going to be some intuitive knowing when to show up to share something with you. But I also wanted to let you know we're slowly but surely approaching our limit for the Yado seats. There's still a few spots left. That's our retreat happening from May 5th through May 8th in Cape San Blas, Florida. As we've said before, we're going to keep the group fairly small, personal, intimate, because we want to go deep. Well, and our intention is to go deeper than ever before. That's always the intention. How deep can we go? How much of an energetic shift can we create? Because the intention for everyone that shows up for an event like that, if you're coming to the auto retreat, then in one way or another, you desire some deep change in your life. That's really always what it is. Otherwise, you wouldn't come. Otherwise, you wouldn't even feel inspired to come. And the thing is that is a 100% potential. You can create the energetic shift that it requires to change your life. And you can do that in a fairly short amount of period of time if, and this is the prerequisite, if you actually show up really wanting it, really saying, I'm not going to let my past limitations hinder me, because we're going to go beyond the comfort zones. You're going to be, this is this is almost the insider scoop here. That's usually what people hear when they come to the retreat. You're going to be challenged. You're going to be challenged because when you hit a certain plateau beyond which you've never gone before, your subconscious mind, your belief system is screaming, your ego is screaming, no, we don't want that. And that's where you got to go through. So you have to really want to create that energetic shift. I know we want to create this with you. I know it's our deepest desire to help people break through that barrier, go deeper than ever before, and create those shift moments, because we know what happens when you do that. Why? Because we've done it ourselves over and over and over and over again. We've lived our lives like that. We've dedicated our lives to not allowing ourselves to ever be limited by these belief systems or limiting beliefs that were programmed into us. Until the last program's broken, we're never going to stop, ever. And that's it. And so this is the intention for the auto retreat, the You Are the One retreat. It's going to be a lot of meditations. It's going to be a lot of going beyond the comfort zone and the known into the unknown.
Someone's asking if we will ever come to Australia to do a retreat.
Well, once Australia is opening its arms again for people to come, then we'll be happy to visit your beautiful country. Right now, it's not in the cards, but that can change, right? So for those of you who feel inspired, who want to create that energetic shift, who want to go deep, please send us an email to info@inspiredchannel.net, subject line Yato, YATO, and we'll send you all the information. And you just trust your intuition on that. As we always say, we are not the right ones for everyone, and we don't even intend to be. But if you feel inspired, if you trust us, if you feel like, yes, this feels like the right step for me, yes, then we would love to have you. But we just want to make sure that it's neither a sales pitch or anything. This is an invitation, and it's got to be an inspired thing. Everything has to be inspired. What's going on?
No, someone's writing, how about suggest to go with him? I guess you did that for the last 24 minutes.
Yes. We've been suggesting to go within. So if you feel inspired to join us one more time, please send an email to info@inspiredchannel.net, subject line Yato, YATO. We'll send you all the information. And, we will be back on Monday, 2 p.m. Central. We'll be here, and we'll go deeper. As we always do, we'll peel the onion, we'll go deeper. And I encourage you for these coming days to every now and then take a step back, go into your soul, really into your soul energy that isn't necessarily connected to the body. You see, the soul energy is eternal, and just allow yourself to receive your mission statement. What did I come here for? Why did I come to Earth at this time? What did I want to contribute, experience, be? And if you get really into the energy, write the mission statement down when you come out of it, so you have a gentle but beautiful reminder. And here's last but not least, you have a mission statement. You have a purpose. I do not care who you are, where you live, what your circumstances were, or how worthless your surroundings made you feel. You have a purpose. You are a piece of the big puzzle. You matter. You matter greatly. You matter more than you could ever imagine. And you don't just matter to you and your family. You matter to the whole, deeply. You are deeply important. Please always remember that. You're deeply important to all of us. All right, Inspired Tribe, thank you for joining us. Thank you for being here with us. We'll be again with you on Monday, 2 p.m. Central, right here on the Inspired channel. We love you all. Be abundantly blessed.